you're not going to start dancing around. We're still going to obey the same rules. I know there's cows. You're not going to take that step. What he does is that he's almost frightened of his own reaction a little bit, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Once he starts, he's like, oh my god, I can't control it. So.
Okay. Did you kick that bit of wood out?
Yeah.
Right, thank you.
And you can see that when you start getting him into tight spaces, is kind of the amount of opportunity he's got to kind of, oh my god, there for some reason I can't go over there. He doesn't know there's a nail.
No,
All he can feel is you trying to control it, and he pushes a bit harder, and so the kind of foot control goes kind of slightly skewed with very quickly, and it's kind of like. So can you see what I'm trying to, like the lesson is with him? Is the more we get close to the cows, the more work you have to do. You stand by this trailer, the less work you have to do. And in theory, you see, once he gets fixated on a thing, oh my god, it's a really big problem.
Yeah. What if I move the lorry just a bit further down?
No.
You sure?
No. But you can see, it's kind of like when you walked in the first time.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Now your temper is the rear. I think I might have control. If I can get control back further out, and oh my god, there's cows, I don't have to get in. And it's like, well, why are you rearing over there?
Yeah.
If you think about it, if he was genuinely frightened of that, me asking him forward,
You think he'd want to
yeah,
get
he's
in there?
going back into the pattern of, I don't want to go into the lorry, but that seems like a good, when I'm distracted and my adrenaline is up because I'm not really understanding what's going on. So what I was trying to do is, the more work you're doing and the more you're pushing and pulling me around, just look at them.
Yeah.
What he seems to do is, when he's not sure, he steps into that kind of panic attack, I am not sure, and when I do wind myself up, I don't really know what the hell I'm supposed to do.
No.
Yeah.
So if you think about, the distractions at a showground, it's the same thing. Oh my god, there's a little lorry over there, and he starts getting the control back, but then it's kind of, well, if you're that frightened of it, why do you want to head towards it? So, and you see, once his adrenaline starts coming up, he doesn't know then what to do with it. So it's a big test. A big test.
Yeah.
And, I'm not, like the rearing thing and how harshly I'm schooling him with the rear is like, I don't care what's going on, do not ever rear at me.
Yeah.
I will make allowances for it, as in the situation you're in, but do not break that rule of trying to use a rear to get out of. And if he was that panicky, the reason why I said clever boy down there is, you can see, once he figured that I couldn't yield his hindquarters when he was doing this manoeuvre, when I tried it over there, he went into the same pattern. So you can tell, if he was genuinely, why has he got brain power to think you can't yield my hindquarters anymore? So you can see him flip on a knife edge between, I don't actually like it, to, oh my god, now my adrenaline's coming up, I don't know how to contain it, but I appear to have got that foot control trick back. So when you then ask me out here, where it was no big deal before, and it was no big deal up there, all of a sudden, he nips back into, you can't yield my hindquarters. And if you do try and undo it, I'll try a rear to see what happens. And it's like, if you were genuinely afraid of all of that stuff up there and the cows, you wouldn't be pulling towards them.
Flo just had a gallop.
Oh, she just had a charge about. Oh, God.
So now you're back to where, so he's looking for input all the time. What can I do? exactly the same pattern, and I imagine this is what he does at the shows. Because it's kind of, when it's something new and novel, he's, now we're not swooping at the cow. So it's, and you can see him, as I'm asking him forward, he's eyeballing, can I get round that way? So I'm going to school him for the thought. Because it's kind of like, we know he knows this. It's just kind of, and you know, there's lots of distractions, there's open spaces, there's stuff around. It's kind of like, all I'm doing is going, it's not going back to square one, but it's just kind of like, you know this. If I'm not going to allow the kind of escalation and the kind of adrenaline to kind of, for him to get the foot control back. Because we know that he knows it. In fact, he loads himself most of the time.
I know.
So you can see that when pressure is added, and distractions are added, he kind of, his brain shuts down a little bit, but he's got enough left over to go, I'm sure if I just do that over there, and I'm sure if I do this over here, and oh, now I'm spooking, and it becomes a bit of a, this is kind of showing him, well, you can throw everything you've got at me, it is not going to get you out of standing square in front of this ramp.
Yes, I'm watching.
I know.
We've had him front feet at the top of the ramp, so absolutely on tiptoes, rocking
sure.
on the back with the hind toes outside.
See, with no input at all, he's just looking for a way out. So you can see, it's not that that was a response to me asking him forward. There was no pressure on that line at all, and then he goes, I know what I'll do. I'll do that. Now you've undone that way, I'm going to try and go that way. And then I'll think about sitting back on the rear. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, little lick and chew, he says. Little lick and chew. Easy work.
You have a treat.
No. You cannot.
See, that's exactly what I would have done. Stuff into the treat. Good boy. Good boy.
Good boy.
Good boy.
I know. His eye is now softening. He's bringing him back down to where he usually is.
Mm.
So I think considering how up he got and